Welcome to your daily focus for May the 22nd, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you, Tilly, for... Oh, there's a ton of cards here, so we're not going to look. And that's been happening lately. Maybe I should start looking at them. Maybe they don't want to be in the deck. Thank you. Thank you, truly, for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. My name is Tilly. And thank you for your likes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Now let's turn to the cards and see what the energy is that surrounds us. How to use it in a positive light in order to go forward. Ten of Cups. That's the way to start a day. We are feeling like we can accomplish anything, do anything. Our optimism should be at a peak level today. We should feel strong. We should feel courageous. We should feel like we can climb mountains, that we can succeed, that we can create our happily ever after. And so since that's us today, you know, and I said it a lot in the weekly readings about dreaming your dream, but dreaming bigger and putting the details in. What is your happily ever after? What does that look like to you? The Six of Wands, right in the middle. The Six of Wands is typically a parade, and it's a parade for you. The people line up on the streets to cheer you on, to thank you, throw flowers at your feet, to show you that you've got their support, that they love you. So wherever you're heading the mark in life, don't stop now. It's a time to push through. It's a time to push forward. It's time to go on the next mission and the next mission. It's time to build momentum. I can't talk tonight. Momentum. Like that snowball rolling down the side of the hill, growing bigger and bigger and bigger until it's a force of its own. We may be being asked then to stop considering ourselves as that tiny little snowball and realize the potential we have if we just start doing and keep doing one step at a time. Five of Swords. I think only one sign got the Five of Swords, and I really got it as, you know, one, can't remember what card it was with. But to ask for help, to realize you're not an island. And yes, whatever you're doing is probably hard, or maybe you don't feel you have enough knowledge or enough know-how or enough information. You don't have the skill, you don't have the talent you need. You could be feeling like a fish out of water. And this card is asking you to keep trying, because every time you try, those wings get stronger. You pump those wings. So that you grow, so that you, I mean, today is just an awesome day. First of all, the numerology adds up to 38. So you've got the 38 there. And we don't usually get that high when we get to do anything here. And that's the Queen of Cups. That's loving yourself. That's seeing your talents and your abilities and not seeing flaws. And what you consider as a flaw, to look past the flaw and see what you have going for you. And yeah, you could put in the gratitude here, but it's not really gratitude. It's acknowledging it of yourself. It's embracing your talents, your abilities, and to start utilizing them. So we've got the 38, which adds up to an 11. We have 2018, which adds up to an 11. And what is it? It's the 22nd today. So we have two major master numbers in today, both talking about wealth and growing abundance, and much bigger than you would ever give yourself credit for being able to accomplish or to achieve. This is definitely a day of growing your dreams, of understanding what success you want to ride into, and to keep it going long after you reach that goal. It's only like a stepping stone. 11 is the commitment that you make, giving it 110%, knowing that there's no shortcuts. The success that comes back to you is immeasurable. But now you have the 22. And the 22 are for the, the genius part of you. And every genius that ever lived or ever walked on the face of the earth at one time or another was called a fool, crazy, ridiculous, preposterous things that they would not believe until it was proven. So the 11 also asks us to walk with a sense of integrity. And when people of integrity aren't believed, they let time prove them right. So it's not about turning towards the naysayers that you can't do this, that you'll never have, you'll never be, you'll never become. And trust me, there's energy days when we need to look at those things and understand them better, but this isn't one of them. This is a day of your successes. What's those papers you hold in your hand? What's that path you want to go forward in? You're thinking of it today. Can't tell me that you're not in some way envisioning your tomorrow, your happily ever after. What does it look like? What is it? This is big ideas. This is grand plans. This is, yes, we're optimistic. We could even be quite sociable. The kids are playing maybe a ring around the rosy kind of game there. And our intuition is obviously very strong and very high with the 11 twice and the 22 in there. And 5 is the journey and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is looking within and seeing your talents and your abilities. So if you want to use this wisely today, you need to hone your focus on only certain parts of your path forward to invite in that great success that you want. And then believe it, and then expect it. Let's get an affirmation card. So 10 of Cups leads the way. We feel optimistic. We feel powerful. What is it with cards jumping out? But we only had, well, look at that, Ace of the Earth. Ace of the Earth appears. I guess that's the card we're going to get. We were told so. Prosperity in its purest form. Concrete results in the physical world. Abundance made manifest. Can't make this stuff up, can you? I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty, and I align myself with success. I can generate gold from the resources I have at my fingertips. I can make an impact. The essence of prosperity is taking form in the material world. The essence of prosperity is taking form in the material world. You are walking towards it. Yes, you have to believe in you. You have to believe in your goals, your dreams, your desires. And expect it to happen in your world. And if you do the work, if you get totally committed to you and your dreams, your desires, your wants, the rewards come back tenfold. I mean, that is the 2018 year. The magic is sprinkled all over 2018. But you have to do the work. There are no shortcuts. Prosperity in its purest form. I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty, and I align myself with success. Now you have to figure out what abundance means to you. Don't go by what your friend wants or your next door neighbor wants or even your partner wants. What do you want? What is your definition of abundance? What's your definition of success? Is it a beautiful home, a family, a career? Is it making some kind of impact on your community? Is it becoming a teacher or a healer or a builder or an inventor or a creator? What's your definition of abundance? What's your definition of peace of mind, happiness, joy, celebration? Got a wonderful animal card here. It's a strong day, a very strong and powerful, with the Queen of Cups as the 38, a clairvoyant day. Trust in your abilities. Trust in your sage wisdom. I can't believe how many times I've used that expression in the last couple of days, but it's your sage wisdom. It's your intuition. It's believing in yourself and what you can do. The Hierophant looks within, because we're going to go to the 5 with the May. With May is the 5th month. So the Hierophant looks within, or asks you to look within, and I'll see what your God-given talents, your abilities, the things that you can do that nobody else can. And they might be able to do similar, but they can't do it like you. Only you can. We have deep rest with the Mouse. You don't really have too much action here. The biggest action is the 6 of Wands, which is your parade, your successes. Because Mouse is going to tell us to take it easy. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under the tree on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of the water or watching the clouds float by across the sky is by no means a waste of time. Mouse says it's time for you to make time for laziness. You don't have to be constantly on the go. After all, that is how you become run down. Spend a little time each day or week doing something you enjoy that is completely frivolous and fun. It could be an afternoon laying in the hammock, reading a book, watching your favorite old movie, playing with the kids. This is not a time to begin anything new. It's a time for restoring your spirit. Sometimes rest doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping. It's just quieting your mind. Take some time grounding yourself by taking a yoga class, gardening, fishing, spending time in nature. Spend at least 10 minutes a day meditating and just being in the moment. You don't have to physically be at your happy place to go to your happy place. It can simply be within your mind, and the more you practice, the easier it becomes. So I do know that Neptune is going to be doing something on the sky. I think it might have actually been yesterday, and it's a carryover perhaps. But remember, with Neptune, that's the perfect time to tap into your spirituality, into your dreams, into your goals for your tomorrow, into meditations, into prayers. When Neptune is active, our dreamscape gets so much bigger, vivid, more alive. So yes, if there's any time to unplug, because a little bit of unplugging now could bring in visions, ideas, thoughts, creative thoughts, to move you forward in the way you want. So love yourself enough to give yourself 10 minutes today to dream of, yes, your happy place, your happily ever after place. See it, envision it, get excited about it, and allow the messages to come in. Tap into your wisdom, tap into your intuition. Plot your next moves. And it's okay to feel uncomfortable. It's okay to feel like you haven't exercised this muscle in forever and a day. Because you're going to start, and every day it's going to get a little easier. Step by step, inch by inch. So, I'm going to tell you to turn away from that book or that old TV show and rather turn it towards your future, your tomorrow, your dreams. Imagine it in detail. Dream it big, and then dream it much bigger with the 11 and the 22 so present today. You can't even fathom where your potential could take you if you allowed it. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.